Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss, still burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile. It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered.
Hello friends, and welcome to a super messy, completely disastrous clean with me. I'm going to be decluttering and cleaning, and this is going to be so motivating, so I cannot wait to share this transformation with you guys. Now, my name is Tammy if you happen to be new here, and welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So I'm just going to move everything out of the way over here on the wall because I want to get to my window. When we were doing the renovation on this room, because it is adjoined to my daughter's bedroom, and we put up a wall in here, and so there was a lot of dust and stuff, and it got caught up on this window, so the screen was super dirty, and so I'm going to clean that. But I'm also going to clean the window because this hasn't been cleaned since before the renovation, so there is a lot of construction dust that needs to be wiped off. And then I'm going to take my screen up to my bathroom so that I can put it in the shower, spray it down and wipe it down, and get that thoroughly cleaned as well.
You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. Beyond the horizon. Beyond the horizon. And let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life, you and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want.
So in past videos, I have shown this room to you guys and I've cleaned it, but there is one thing that is different this time. And if you'll notice, if you look along the bottom there is trim all along the bottom of the walls. It is completely done now. This is the first time I think that I have shown this room when this room has been complete, and it feels so nice because in past videos that trim has not been there and it's been ugly on the bottom, or it's been even worse than that where there hasn't even been trim around the window or anything. So I'm just so happy to finally have the construction done. So what I'm going to be doing today is rearranging this room a little bit as I declutter, and I just want it to be a little bit more functional. This was always intended to be a homeschool room as well as a playroom because I do homeschool my 4 children, and so I wanted to put some stuff on the walls and kind of decorate it up and make it more school-like. Of course, it is coming to the end of the school year now, but that's alright, it'll be ready for us for September, and the kids can just enjoy the room all summer long. And I mean, learning never stops anyways, right? So this room can still be a place of fun and learning and creativity, even if the kids aren't doing their official school workbooks.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love?
My plan for this beautiful bookcase, which I absolutely love, by the way, it was handmade by my husband. I feel like I need to add that in whenever I talk about it because I'm just still so proud of it. But in any case, I love this cabinet, but I want to move it to the other side of the room. However, there's no way that I can move it with all of this stuff in here. So I'm going to empty it all out so that I actually can move it across the floor. However, while I was emptying it out, I also decided to declutter it a little bit. And so I took some books out, I took some games out, just really thought about things that we still use. It's always like a constant assessment because sometimes I think, oh, we use this, I'll keep it for a while. And then a couple months later, I'll be like, actually, you know what? I don't think we really do use it. I think we could live without it. And then the less clutter that I have, it just really, really helps because honestly, this room gets disastrous all the time. But every time I declutter it, I'm always like, I don't have to clean up this again, I don't have to clean up this again, and it's really a weight off of my mind, and it does help keep everything just more in order, even though, I don't know, somehow it still gets disastrous in here. However, it would be even more disastrous if I did not declutter. So as I'm tidying up this room, I wanted to share with you guys, well, a bit of a hamster story time. So my daughter Carly, she had this hamster named Chloe. She absolutely loved this hamster. I have shown her in past videos. Anyways, I came up to the homeschool room. We were downstairs doing school and I came up to look for a certain book and I looked down and realized there was no hamster in the hamster cage. And I was like, Carly, your hamster is missing. You gotta get up here. We have to look for her. And I realized the cage, it kind of looked closed, but it had a little flap at the top and it was not clicked in all the way. And the back fastening had actually been chewed off, and that's how she managed to escape. And the thing is, she had been gone probably all night. She probably escaped at some point in the night. So we searched this whole playroom, we searched the whole house, we could not find her anywhere. So we're kind of thinking like, uh-oh, like we have a cat. We have a cat that likes to eat mice, and a hamster kind of looks like a mouse. I mean, it's possible that the cat could have eaten her, but we did not give up hope at that point. We were like, well, you know what, we'll wait. You know, maybe she'll just come out on her own. Maybe she found a really good hiding spot somewhere and she'll just come out on her own. Usually they come out at night because hamsters are nocturnal. So we thought, well, she'll come out for food and then we can find her then. Well, all night went past, all morning went past, there was still no hamster. And also when my husband came home from work, he was like, well, that morning he saw the cat and normally she whines for tin food from him. However, that particular morning, she just looked at him and just ran to the door and she just wanted outside, which was not very typical of her to do. However, we were kind of thinking that, well, if she just snacked on a hamster, of course, she would not necessarily want to be fed right then. So all the things were pointing towards that the hamster was gone. Anyhow, I had to go get some kitty litter from the pet store and I was like, hey, Carly, do you want to come with me? Sometimes, you know, they have hamsters in stock. Like our pet store, it's a very small town. It's actually like a farm supply store and they have like a little pet store section in it. So often they don't even have pets there, but I thought we could go check it out anyways. And while we were there, we found the cutest little hamster ever. There was only one. He was just this little ball of fur, like the cutest thing ever. So Carly held him and he just sat in her hand and was just super cute. He was super chill. And we were like, I guess we can get him because your other hamster is obviously gone and this will kind of help Carly heal. And so anyways, we got this hamster. His name was Norman and he was just the sweetest thing. When we got home, Carly was so excited to show everyone, and Clara, the youngest one, she went downstairs to tell Grandma and Grandpa, which are my parents, and they live in an apartment underneath us. Anyways, she went downstairs to tell them, and so my mom comes out the door that is adjoining our places. She looks down and she goes, "Carly, I found Chloe!" Chloe was at the bottom of the stairs. Chloe was alive. And we were like, "Yay, Chloe's alive!" But at the same time, we're like, I just bought another hamster. And a hamster that Carly is now in love with and does not want to be brought back to the store. So, long story short, we now have 2 hamsters. Anyways, Chloe actually got given to Clara, so now Chloe belongs to Clara and Norman belongs to Carly, so they each have a hamster now. However, I needed to go out and buy another hamster cage. So I liked the clear cage that I got here. It's from Walmart. It was really inexpensive, and the old cage, we really needed to replace it because of that broken latch, and I did not want any hamsters having night excursions and possibly being eaten by the cat, which, by the way, we needed to apologize to her because she never did eat the hamster. Obviously, she was a good kitty, and all charges against her have been dropped, and she has been proclaimed innocent, because that's what happens when the hamster turns up after you thought that she was definitely gone. Also, in case you're wondering why I had to have 2 separate cages and they just couldn't share one, it's because hamsters do not like to share their personal space with other hamsters. They will try and kill each other, so that's why they have their own space. I mean, they don't mind being around each other when it's like open area and stuff, but just not in a confined personal space. So now I would like to introduce you to the newest addition to our home, which is Mr. Norman. Did I not tell you that he was so fluffy and so adorable? And down below him we have Chloe's new clean cage here, and she's coming here to say hi, and she is also one of the sweetest things, and she's a real trooper and survived a couple nights alone in our home without any food or water and survived the cat. So she is definitely one tough little cookie. Alright, so now that I have explained the entire hamster situation, why we have 2 hamsters, and you know what? It actually turned out really great because now Clara has a pet as well as all the other kids. If you didn't know before, my older 2 children who are teenagers, they each have a cockatiel that they love and care for. So now all of my kids have their own pet. And I guess the cat is kind of my pet, although we also consider her just an entire family pet. Oh, and by the way, she just had her 18th birthday. 18! That's like 90 in cat years if you think that like 1 cat year is equivalent to 5 human years. You know, I think that's approximately what it turns out to be. That's how old she is. She is an old woman, but you wouldn't know it because she is, I don't know, she acts like she's maybe 8 years old, not 18 years old. Anyways, I love her so much, and I'm so grateful to have a senior citizen cat. Alright, moving on now to the actual cleaning of this video. I'm just getting this carpet situated here so that I can put the teepee in place. I think it worked really good here in the corner because the banister is on the one side and you can see through it, so I didn't want anything that was too bulky here, but I think aesthetically wise the teepee looks really great in this corner. Now I'm just going to go through the drawers here in these shelves. This is where I keep a lot of the school supplies, and as we are nearing the end of the school year, I noticed that there was some stuff that I could toss because it either wasn't being used or it had already been used up and it wasn't something that we needed to keep. So this was just a really good time to go through all of the school supplies, organize it, and declutter it.
Like I'm walking over cross borders in different waters than I've been before. Though this is new, I feel like moving forward, 'cause this is what I keep on living for. I know it's not good for me, but you make it hard to speak. I'm losing, can't fight it, got no way to hide it. I'm falling in way too deep. I got something to say to you. I don't know what I feel, but it's real, it's the game we play. Do it for I got something to say to you. I don't know what I feel, but it's real, it's the game we play. Do it for I got something to say to you. I don't know what I feel, but it's real, it's the game we play. Do it for I got something to say to you.
Once I had all the books organized on the right-hand bookshelf, I moved over to the left one. I took all of the books off, wiped down the shelves, and then pulled the shelving unit back so that I could vacuum behind. And I couldn't really film very well back here, but I did want to show you guys what it looked like before I got to it. And here is how the shelf looks now that I've organized it. And I also organized the drawers below, and I decluttered a lot on both of these shelves and inside the drawers.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you.
Once I placed this little kitchen against the wall, I decided I was done for the day, and I had done so much that day, and this room was just such a huge project. I needed a little bit of a break. So now we are on day number 2, and I'm continuing where I left off on this little kitchen. I'm cleaning off all the girls' play dishes, as well as going through their play food and making sure that there isn't any missing pieces or broken pieces, and just organizing and decluttering this whole area.
Time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again, just the two of us, and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you.
And now I'm going to tackle one of the most disastrous areas in this room, which is this table. Now, on top of the table is a mess. Underneath the table is a mess. This is also, I think, where I just kind of shoved things when I wasn't sure what to do with them. And now I am dealing with them. I have my garbage bag beside me because there's a lot of garbage going to be going into that. At the end of this video, I'll actually show you how much garbage I threw away, as well as what I am donating to the thrift store, because there was a lot of stuff. Like, I can't believe how much stuff I decluttered from this room. Just this room alone, not like my whole house or anything. one room, I had so much stuff. It was crazy. And if you've been around on my channel for a while, you know that I'm always decluttering, and I've decluttered in the past, so you would think at some point I would run out of things to declutter, but somehow, I don't know, I think things just seep in, especially with kids and school supplies and stuff. I think stuff just somehow seeps into our house. But maybe I'm also just getting rid of more stuff. Like, I think that I have everything down to the bare minimum that we actually need, and turns out I can actually live with less than I even thought eventually. However, it just feels good to get this place cleaned off. And I mean, look at this table now. It's completely cleared off. The kids can actually use it for art projects and computer stuff again. Anyways, as I was wiping this down, you can't quite tell on camera, but there was a lot of marks that weren't coming off. So I had to go grab my magic eraser and just wipe that down in a few spots because, you know, the kids do art projects and stuff here, and sometimes with markers and other things, stuff gets really on there and the regular cleaner just doesn't cut it, so I need to bring out the magic eraser. But after I did that, I also wiped the table down one more time just to get that all off.
You said it was the last time, and you lied for the last time, 'cause I'm gone for real this time. 'Cause I am better than you're crazy, better than how you treat me, better. Do you even see me? No disrespect, but I wouldn't leave me. Nah, better. I'm so much better. I'm moving on to better. One day you will realize I think I'm on a dip. I tried everything, but you slipped. I don't need to make no stories in my head about Cinderella and the princess. So what you gonna do when I'm not there? How you gonna live without my hand? Really cared about you, that's so sad, but that's on you, that's your bad. You said it was the last time, and you lied for the last time, 'cause I'm gone for real this time. 'Cause I am better than you're crazy, better than how you treat me, better. Do you even see me? No disrespect, but I wouldn't leave me. Better. I'm so much better. I'm moving on to better. One day you will realize I like the game that I don't play. You only go when it's your way, and none of these nights mean anything, 'cause none of these fights are worth it to me. I know that I'm tough, but I don't care. I can be needy, that's fair.
As I mentioned before, this is an area that my kids do a lot of art projects, so these chairs had some paint and some glue stuck to them, as well as some stickers and tape. So what I'm doing here is I'm just giving them a good clean and wipe down before I put them back into place.
About anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like to, what you like to do. Ain't no one stopping you. Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am. And I would like you.
The main area of the playroom is now fully cleaned Don't go away yet though, because I will still be showing you some stuff in that room, but right now I'm going to move on to the stairs, and if you notice here, I am vacuuming the front of the steps, and that is because the carpet here is like Velcro. Everything sticks to it, especially the front of the steps, and those are often difficult to vacuum, so when I'm doing a quick vacuum, a lot of times I miss doing that, and then like cat fur and just debris and stuff just sticks to the front of those. So today I'm making sure that I get the front of the steps as well as the steps themselves, and I cannot wait to get different carpet in here. I don't know when it's gonna happen. At some point, because you know, carpet for a whole house, or at least the whole upstairs of a house, can be pricey. So at some point though, I would love to get different carpet in here because I absolutely hate this stuff. It's so old. I'm pretty sure it's original to the house, even though we've only lived here for 1 year. This house is about 17 years old, I think. So it's probably time for it to be replaced. Now I'm just going to switch out the motor head for the little nozzle piece on the vacuum so that I can get all of the corners on the stairs. Moving back into the playroom, I am finally getting to put up some posters for my homeschool. I'm very excited about this because we have lived here, like I said, almost an entire year, and I have never had the homeschool room actually be a homeschool room. So right now I'm putting up a timeline, and the kids can look at this whenever they're doing their history and they can reference it. And I think it's just a really cool way just to see our history and how everything fits together, and you can kind of cross-examine and stuff and see what was going on in the world at different points in history. So this is something that is definitely going to stay up here permanently, as well as the world map. And then for Clara, I have some preschool posters going up. It has her ABCs and her 1, 2, 3s so that she can reference how the letters look. And even though we're not doing school throughout the summertime, it's still really good for her just to have those visual posters there so that when she starts kindergarten in the fall, she'll have a really good basis for all the letters and numbers. And now I'm putting up these botany posters. These are going to be temporary ones because we're just doing a botany unit right now, and so this is just good to have on the wall so that the kids can reference these. But come the fall, I will take these down so that the kids can see whatever unit that we are working on at the moment. Now, before I show you the final look of the room, I wanted to quickly show you everything I decluttered. I had 2 full garbage bags as well as the bin for the thrift store. And here is how the room looks now, all organized and decluttered and rearranged, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you found this inspiring and motivating, and if you're in need of any more cleaning motivation content, you can just head over to my channel at Tammy Ferns and you will find so much cleaning motivation. I have stuff from this lake house as well as my mobile home and my farmhouse before that, so you should definitely be able to find something that inspires and motivates you over there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.